welcome back. You are still tuned in to Funtastic Fridays here on News Talk 93 FM. And you're in the segment called Talk the Ting with Kim, which is our discussion segment. We talk about everything from love and relationship to finances to progress to exercise to health to
everything,
right? Nothing is off limits, right? We talk about marriage. I loved the marriage episode. Actually, today I saw a reminder in a Google reminder last year. Today we had a couple that they're actually now married. That was before they were married. They're now married. So yeah, pick them up with them there. But yeah, we discuss a lot of things, and today what we are discussing is 24 things to do before 2024 ends. And this is part 2 of the discussion. So if it is that you missed part 1, go and check it out on YouTube. Just type in Funtastic Fridays and I'll tell you all the information is there, as well as all the episodes you've ever done, right? A wealth of knowledge is there. So we're going to get to it. Before the break, we touched on a few things. Continuing the list, set a learning goal. So something new that you want to add to your toolbox, whether it's a new language, a new cuisine, a new hobby, a new, like learn to swim, learn to play a sport, whatever it is, set a learning goal. Perform a technology audit, and this is like go through your emails, clear up. I had some emails from like some 2016, some job resume almost sent out from when 2010 2009. I had to go through and I cleared it because they were trying to pay for the extra storage at the time, and I went and I found some real. I remember this man used to sell clothes. I would email him more, email them for the clothes that their order was in my inbox, right? So I had to clear all of that. So just go through and even the subscription they want to know, so to subscribe because you don't want the freeness or something, or you had to use it for research for school. Go through it. I'm still emailing up to this day, and every time when I see the email them and just delete it. Or when you spam, you just clear your spam, but you're still not going to the source and unsubscribing, right? So do that. Reconnect with nature. Set a bucket list for 2025, right? Set some new adventures you want to experience. Something that you say, all right, 2025 can't done. I'm gonna do them something. Right? It don't have to be. I think it will be your bucket list. Them think it have to be like 10, 20 things. It can be 3 things. It can be 2 things.
It can be 1.
It can be 1.
Just
something that you said before December 31st, 2025. That is going to happen. It's a fact. If you have to save for, it's going to happen. If you want to climb the skyscraper, if you pay money for do it, save from now. Right? Make a plan.
Make a saving plan.
And then we left it off saying, reach out to someone you've lost touch with. Right? We're not talking about the people that you should have did lose touch with. We're not saying reach into that. Some things need to be left alone.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the good energy. The people that you say, we had a genuine friendship, or that person really was a good influence on me, but for some reason, life happened and pulled us different directions and we don't get to talk. And funnily, those people are people that you can check in randomly. And it's like time to get lost. I have a friend like that. We don't talk every day. You don't think that we don't know each other. But you see the minute we message her, good conversation for a while, and then we're gone again, right? And no love lost, no malice, no upsetment, no nothing, right? So connect with somebody, reconnect with someone that you have lost touch with. So now we're going into tip number 17. I think I lost count earlier, but 17 we reach now. Try something out of your comfort zone, right? So try something out of your comfort zone. Take on a daring challenge, attend a dance class, go karaoke, or try public speaking. Push your boundaries. This can really be exhilarating and empowering, right? For me, for 2024, my out of my comfort zone was hosting events, right? That was something I always say. Firstly, to go on the radio was a challenge, but Lana helped me overcome that. And then everybody would be like, oh, so you can host, man, because you have the personality and the voice. And I was like, you want me to stand up in front of people? Like me and them, I make 4. Actually, well, you're 2, Adam and other Adam in the crowd. I don't want me to that. But then I started doing that, and it wasn't as intimidating. I was able to do a couple of weddings, host some events, some baby showers, stuff like that. So that was my out of my comfort zone. I'm not going to say I'm 100% comfortable in it, but I'm way more comfortable than I was before. You know, someone can actually, I think one of the days somebody called me in the morning. I was like, hey, we need an MC for the wedding. Actually, it wasn't the morning. I did just reach home and the wedding was 2 hours away. And I had to hurry up, prepare a script, all that. But by then I had some, you know, a little experience, a little expertise. So I'm just saying, guys, it can be exhilarating to try something out of your comfort zone. So something you've always wanted to try. I've heard person say, boy, then can't sing on stage. Come to karaoke. Karaoke is one of the most supportive environments. Because first is sometimes people just not listen to you because they might drink them drinks and all these things. And then for those that are, them know them not much talent neither. So we're just celebrating each other, you know? So try something out of your comfort zone. Alright? Tip number 18.
Well, okay, let's do a quick recap. Cartier on the WhatsApp line checking in. She was saying earlier, I need to explore my country some more.
Yes, we all need to.
And she was saying, Kim, in the morning time, that's when the air is best.
Yeah, I love it. That's like one of my favorite things to experience. Man, if you haven't tried it, people, it's worth waking up for. Right? Love it.
So we're at what? Tip number 18?
18,
All right,
yeah.
let's go.
So for this now, give back to your community. Find one way to give back to your community before the year ends. And when I say community, it don't necessarily have to be the community you're born and grow in. It can be give back to a home. It can be a school. It can be a student. And the student not be in a community. It can be the next parish. Just find a way to give back.
Yeah.
Find one kind gesture to do before the year ends. So instead of go bruff with the party them and not take out loan for the latest outfit, think about, you know, there's a student who might need a little help with something, or I know one family nearby what them might not really have much food this Christmas, you know. I will see me can buy them at least a whole of chicken and some rice. Something.
And then the thing with it is that even for me, I mean, I try and help people throughout the year and so on. What I will do specifically though is I try and put them on to venture. So for example, I know that there's a health fair coming on and this one I send them now and them can't do that and can't do that. I might not have the money to send them to the doctor or send to the dentist or to wherever. But I find where there's a health fair and say, come, them have it over here, so go on. So sometimes we think so we have to spend out of our pocket when we're helping people. You don't have to spend all the time. You just put people onto opportunities that are there. There's a kids fair happening here, so and you put it on. Admission is free. You take 3, 5 kids go with you and you go there and you enjoy yourself. And so it's not always a big money venture you have to save up.
Exactly. And sometimes it's just even blessing somebody with your skills, your talent. And when I say that, I have this aunt, which is not really an aunt by blood. It's like one of my mom's close friends, but you know, she's mommy number 2. She know that. And she was like, you know, Kim, you know, really versed in the social media thing. I mean, no, so you have a little knowledge with it. And literally, she and I met up. She was like, I'll treat you to lunch or something, because I must go and give something back. I was like, Auntie, that's the least. Just tell me where and when. And when we went, I was like, listen, this is how social media, this is how you have to advertise it. I'm going to give her a whole game plan, give her homework. You know, I not charge for it. Even though she felt like, no must can pay back for your transportation or the food. I was like, that's the least. Find some way to give back. Because you might be skilled in edit some resume. You know, people are job hunt. Help them and say, yo, I'm going to show you. No, man, take out that. So with my... And I would say limited knowledge, but with like what I learned with university and all that, I was like, yo, this is how you have to do it with marketing and make sure this has to be more interactive. And I understand it's intimidating to put your face out there, to start with your voice. Because I have a lot of people that you don't see them face, but their page is very active and their voice is there. It's soothing. It sounds like you know what you're talking about. And eventually you can get to your face, but you know, it's like my tell her the pros and the cons and use certain colors, use certain tones that work with your brand. You know, like whatever talent it is, if you're a musician, and you realize that, listen, some kids are in a community idol. Draw for your guitar and say, come, we'll come learn guitar. You'd be surprised. Some of them probably always want to learn a guitar, but they never had access to it. And you are now the one with that instrument that can get them off of the street side, because a guitar is interesting. I used to always want to learn a guitar, never got access to one. So I can imagine how much, especially boys. You know, I'm just saying, sometimes you have a talent, you don't have to spend no money. I think people think when you hear give back, you need to give money. You don't have to.
It can be
just
a time.
Take time and do something for somebody else. If you know, say your neighbor old and she can't help herself, cook a meal and send go. You know, say your pot ever run, or you just happen to cook this weekend. Boy, Miss Pat, you know, so we make something so and so and so. I tell, especially the old people that I've spoken to a few, and they've been saying that they feel like they don't exist and they've never passed away yet because people don't like they say they feel like wallflowers. Most people don't notice them.
Yeah.
Right. So they already feel like them not here, and they're still actually here. Right. So visit them. One of them might old and live by himself, and you realize say them people don't come don't come visit much or whatever. Take some time and go see Miss Pat or Miss Elaine or whatever and say, may I come talk to you for like a 1 hour? Yeah, right. You'd be surprised how that made them day. And sometimes the knowledge that you get from that, because I've spoken to a couple of them and listen, them just drop. It's like, I think when they reach a certain age in their life, you know, drop nothing but wisdom. It's like everything you say is with a purpose. It's like, you know, waste time on idle words no more. So they will say, all right, walk around the corner, but you know, corners are, and they start educate you upon corners. That's what I realized when I talk to the elderly, you know. You learn something like every statement that they say. Right? So, as we say, you don't have to give back financially. There's so many ways you can give back. Not how we have the old clothes that we say we're going to fit back in now. You put on the nice dress where you like from up your pillow, and you put on the nice suit, gentlemen, that you say, yeah man, one day I'm going to fit back in it. And you know, say, when you go further and further from the mark as the years go by, there's a lot of homeless persons who need it. There's a lot of homes. There's a lot of entities that are collecting. Go and get them. Also, girls' homes need sanitary napkins. Buy some. If you buy for yourself, buy 2 more and drop off. You know, so as I said, there's so many ways we can give back. So I charge all of us with that challenge. Find 1. We never said 2, we never said 3, we never said 5. At least. I'm not saying. I'm not gonna say keep say 1, so this one we're gonna do and stop. At least 1 way to give back. Right? It can be in a community, it can be in another parish. You can just drive one next parish and see somebody on the roadside and do something. Whatever it is. Do something.
Yeah.
Alright. Next, craft a vision board. And I know some persons are like, you know, the vision board is just like a decorative style, but it helps. Research has been done on it that the more you see the things you want to achieve is the more it keeps it centered in your mind. In other words, life easily distracts us, you know, whether it is social media or what is happening or the trials and tribulations of life that, you know, push you off the path that you're on and you get distracted and you forgot that you were working on that goal. But seeing that goal all the time, it reminds you and it sort of keeps you on track, right? So create the vision board. Right? Gather some magazines, print out some pictures, start visualizing and dreaming your future. And one thing I want you to remember, your future is a series of decisions you make today. It's a compilation of all the decisions that you make today. So whatever you want the future to be like, you have to start make the moves them from now. Right? It's not going to appear. It's not going to. I don't know if I know anybody who has ever appeared for. I don't think that exists. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So it's basically a compilation of all the decisions, all the movements, everything that you do today. That is what dictates your future. Next, plan a year-end treat for yourself. We work hard, you know. We work hard. And we make it through another tumultuous year with all the hardships, all the negativity, all the strife, all the growth, everything. Because growth is not always comfortable. Actually, growth is more uncomfortable than anything. It's when you reach it, you start feel good. But in the process, it's uncomfortable, right? So plan a year-end treat for yourself. It could be a solo trip. It could be a fancy dinner. Yes, only can go dinner by yourself. You know, if you didn't know that, but it's allowed. You can go to a restaurant by yourself. Or simply a day to just binge watch, you know, your favorite series. But even that, I never want to get used to that. I do that all year round.
Yep.
Do something outside of the box. Get out of the house and treat yourself. Could be a hotel. If you can afford it, do that. If it's an Airbnb, Jamaica have dozens of them. Go to a different parish. Because we say we're not going to the next parish them, right? We haven't been able to. Airbnbs are pretty cheap. Some of them are pretty cheap. Right?
That's not so cheap. Some are they're affordable.
Yeah, when I say pretty cheap, I mean affordable.
Yeah.
Some of them, if you plan for it, it can be affordable. I say if you look at some other things that you spend on, you could have spent it on the Airbnb for a weekend, and it's a nice vibe. right? A nice little experience. So the money on the phone or the money on the 10 grand part of them or whatever, you could have get an Airbnb at least for one night for less than the 10 grand here, right? So it is possible. So plan a treat to show that you made it and you're about to start the next journey, which is year 2025, right? Next is practice gratitude. Gratitude is a must. Yeah? Create a list of 24 things. So we're keeping the theme of 24. Create a list of 24 things you're grateful for in 2024. It's a beautiful way to close the year on a positive note and enter 2025 in a with an open heart, looking forward to it. You're letting go all the negativity, right? So make a list of things that you are grateful for this year and let that start you and propel you into the new year, right? Next, and this is tip number 22.
Yeah.
Conduct a social media detox. Yeah, man, no fun gonna vex with me. And no, conduct a social media detox. Take a day or even a week off from scrolling. Use the time to just enjoy life offline. I promise you, you'll realize how much time you spend in this phone, how much it detracts from your day. Enough of we say we're not a time for exercise. But if you ever turn on your timer to see how much time you spend for your phone, whether it's a game them, because we spend enough time on the game them, whether it is social media browsing, could be YouTube, whatever it is, you'd be surprised how much hours out of your day is spent on that, right? So just release it for a bit, detox from social media. If it's your source of income, then probably you can take like a one day off. But if it's not your source of income, it's just a source of entertainment, take a break from it. You'd be surprised how much things are going around you which you never take a moment to enjoy. So take a social media detox. And then I love this tip. Organize a year in review party. I know, right? Sounds fun. Gather friends or family and reminisce about the highs and lows of this year. Share laughter, memories, and lessons learned. It's a fun and reflective way to celebrate together. So this one, I was doing some research and I saw it and I was like, that's cool. People do that. And I think that's cool because we learn from each other. So imagine all the way, me, Lionel, so first I would say, you're rough, All right, why they rough for you? And you start till we were, even you sharing that, I'm learning. So when something else reach me, I can say, so Lionel, tell me, say, this reached him last year. Boy, him they go tax office to find out this and then they tell him that. Now me know some enough of the, we learn from each other's highs and lows. And you get to celebrate each other. So this can be with family, friends, co-workers, whoever you feel you want to celebrate that time with. Start a year in review party. I like it. Just like you have a vision board party, me that start one trend for the year in review party. And it's all about upliftment, encouragement, growth, all of that. That is just the theme. If you don't depend that, nobody coming so.
All right.
Right? So I would say that's one that you can try something new before the year done. Plan a year in review party before the 31st or on the 31st. You and some friends together. And then the final tip number 24 is pick one bold move for 2025 and start preparing. So pick one move that scares you. When I say scares you, of course in a positive way, because we talk nothing but positivity here, right? Yeah. But one thing that you've always wanted to do, but it's almost something that is like you almost feel embarrassed for dreaming. Let's say write a book. You might feel like, me write a book, but you didn't always want to write. But you're like, but what warrant me if I write book? Do one bold move. One that frightens you, but you're gonna do it anyway, right? So think of a big ambitious goal, a career switch. It could be that you hate your job. And you're like, I've been wanting to start something else, but I just don't know how, or no, I can't do that because how would somebody do that? After this for the rest of my life, you don't have to. You have other person, I know somebody that she always wants to be a doctor. She did a degree in something else. And she was doing for a couple of years and she's like, No, you know, mom, be a doctor. And she went back to school, do a whole other degree. No, she's a doctor. No, I think she actually completed her master's level in doctoring. So, I mean, it's not like she had it. She had to work, you know? So eventually, when she got the first degree, and she's like, all right, now she go and she save up and she go back to school and she take on extra jobs and whatever. Now she's a doctor and she's making that money. Actually, they relocated her to another parish recently to head a department. So it's just saying that you can make career changes. You're not bound to any one thing, right? So it could be a career switch. It could be starting a business. And now we have the plans, you know. We just feel like for some reason we're not deserving, or that's too big for us, right? So that's one thing. Or it can even just be a health. You're tired of being unhealthy. You're tired of it. It's not easy, you know, but you're tired of not enjoying what you see in the mirror. You're tired of shying away from photos, or you have to, as me see every picture of the girl, them take them under them stomach. Everybody like them all of something right there. So every female, I'm like, ladies, right? No pose can't do without the under there, so right? No matter which direction them turn.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, just make a significant change. And one of the things that we mentioned last week, if you're not doing something about it, you're choosing it. So you can't be complaining about something and not doing something about it, because you're just as bad. You're choosing it. So if you're unhappy with it, do something about it.
Yeah.
And as I said, the future is a compilation of all the actions you choose today. So there you have it. 24 things to do before the end of 2024. And this is before the clock strikes midnight.
Yeah.
On the first of January, because technically not midnight to the new day. Yeah, so December 31st, 2024. Let's finish the year strong and step into 2025 ready to shine.
Alright, and join us people next week for our swell Vibes Friday.
Yeah.
We wrap up the pre-Christmas jammings.
Yeah.
So far out on Friday the 20th. Yeah man, lots of excitement and fun galore. I want to say big up to all the persons that tuned in. Congrats to Carter Shakespeare. She sent in her answer for one of the topics. She went to the one from last week, quick and fast. So you know the chef's right about now, our credit prize winner. So big up to everybody else that tuned in, everybody else on the Instagram live. Big up to our guests that passed through the studio as well. The man with the smooth voice, Mr. Easy. Alright, Carter Shakespeare says in 2025 I'll be using my talent to make money. Yeah, she's sewing right now. She's made this playpen sheet.
Yeah.
So you know, so she'll make sheets and other things. Alright.
And she said she'll pick one bold move. Work on it.
So go advertise the business card to make we know on the Facebook page and the IG page.
We're ready. We're ready for the interview and all.
Fantastic weekend. Stay safe out there. And I guess we'll catch up with you guys, yeah?
Next week. Be safe, guys.
Look out tomorrow. Well, whenever. Yeah. Have a great weekend.